Mic check. What's kicking, family? I'm here and you're there. I'm glad you've clicked in so I can check in with you. Hi, I'm Mr. Batch and you're watching Check This. Let me jump right into this, man. The NFL, and we can talk about the other NFL stuff, the schedule's coming up. This being the 50th anniversary of the AFL. The defending Pittsburgh Steelers is opening up on a Sunday night. You got Monday night doubleheaders, but that's besides the point. We're going to get heavy into that. And the draft is coming up. I'm looking forward to that. But here for the New York Jets, Jay Cutler is up. All right, now the Denver Broncos, and they got the new head coach, McDaniels, rubbed him the wrong way. There's some speculation. Yo, I heard on the Sports Talk radio here that, hey, maybe Belichick set up his former understudy and let him know, like, yo, when you get out there in the real world out there as being a head coach, it's dog eat dog. It just so happens that you was under my regime and you was covered by Howard, my man said, stay on the dark side. But that's enough of my impersonation. Bill Belichick's understudies have poor people skills. Eric Mangidi, now McDaniels, you got a problem over there. Look, I don't know if the Jets have enough to give up to get McDaniels. They don't have a quarterback in trade. I was listening to the Sports Talk radio, and I heard John Clayton when it first broke out about the Jay Cutler thing. He was the first man to say that I heard or read or seen any place that the best possible fit for Jay Cutler would be Cleveland, because they got two quarterbacks and they can give up a quarterback for a quarterback and a couple of draft picks. They're saying that, hey, McDaniels handled this wrong, this, that, and the other, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Then they made reference to Jay Cutler as to, a guy with big-time talent, big-time arm, and what happened when he got traded a la Jeff George. Jeff George was a great talent, but, he didn't handle the business side of it, because this is a business and you're a commodity for these teams. All right, granted that, there was a little bruised egos, and now Pat Bowlen is trying to mend the fence and everything like this. This is the way I look at it, folks. Jay Cutler, big-time arm, big-time quarterback. Hasn't won anything big yet, but has been doing things with smoke and mirrors. Came to the Jets, womped up on them, was throwing that ball around in bad weather. They were doing it with smoke and mirrors because, as you know, for years, Shanahan had a system where if anything happened or broke down, his running backs, he would have running backs who were picked in the 5th round, 4th round, 6th round, 1,000-yard runners. He had a system in place in there. He had Jay Cutler there. Jay Cutler got upset when Pat Bowlen let Shanahan go, and these guys was joined at the hip. Hey, you think Bowlen's a little upset now, trying to kick himself in the rear due to the fact that he's got this media fiasco going on? I look at it like this. Jay Cutler should stay a Bronco. If he's not going to stay a Bronco, which it looks like, in my opinion, which is like they got to dissolve it, they got to get the best possible return for their buck. If not, they're not going to make the playoffs. They probably won't even win double digits if that's the case. With Cutler there, they have a chance of winning double-digit games and moving on. So my suggestion to you, Mr. Pat Bowlen and Mr. McDaniels and Mr. Jay Cutler, part ways. If not, give him more money to keep him quiet. But when you've got these young, see, that's the thing now. When you've got these young coaches coming in and taking over, they want to put their stamp on things. They want to hit the ground running. And then you've got these young ball players which are making gobs and gobs of money. And then they've got this ego. They've got the ego. They don't understand that this is a business and you need to be in the best possible position for you to win a ring. Because when all is said and done, if you ain't got that ring, you better be going to the Hall of Fame, or, hey, all you be known as a stat guy, even though I just love football. I love football. But on that note, this is Mr. Batch. Hopefully the Jets can swing a deal, which, man, I don't even think is going to happen here. Hopefully if they can swing a deal and Mr. Rex Ryan can get Jay Cutler here, then he'll be able to do his thing. If not, I trust Rex Ryan's judgment, because they didn't have the kind of quarterbacks in Baltimore when they started the season last year. Look at it. Flacco was drafted. They had the kid from Ohio State who was a Heisman runner-up. And they had a few other pieces in there. They had a couple of pieces. But Flacco stepped up, and he was the man. Matt Ryan in Atlanta, he became the man after, going through the fire and being able to bring that Atlanta franchise up and make them something viable once again. So I can riff forever. Look, this is Mr. Batch. I got more football coming up, and the draft is coming up soon, and I'm looking forward to that. So I'm out of here. Stay blessed. Peace.
What?